Did you know that? Are you getting this? The moment you hide your truth to please others, you are putting yourself in emotional and spiritual bondage. The truth is always free. Truth is free, like F-R-E-E, it's free. No reason to pay anything for the truth. What is bound? Look at the word. I know, but remember, that's my education. Bound, B-O-U-N-D. What is bound is not part of truth. So if you're not sure of the actual one of the meanings of the English words, because as you all know, English words has several meanings. They sound the same, they might not spell the same, sometimes they spell the same, they sound the same, and they have different meanings. So, bound, B-O-U-N-D. Truth is free. Hyphen, what is bound is not part of truth. So good morning. How are you feeling today? So this is your morning blessings for today. Hey, you are beautiful friends and family. You guys have become a tribe, a family. We're always together. So take a deep breath in and slowly release it. Again, inhale deeply and exhale all that no longer serves you. We have to know when to let go of what does not serve us, how to release it. And now whisper to yourself, softly to yourself, I am open to truth. I am ready to be free. Truth is free. Anything that is not free, and you take it and you say it's the truth, and if it has strings and it's tied and it's convicting and you cannot unloosen it, it's not free. That is not truth. And therefore, when a lie starts, the lie needs to be perpetuated. The lie has to end up making you feel like you have to keep track of it. That's what happens when it's not the truth. Truth doesn't wear chains. Truth does not wear chains. Truth doesn't whisper one thing to your heart and another to your mind. If that happens, that's not truth. Truth flows like air. It fills the open spaces in your life. So before we dive into the place, into the place of finding truth, put one hand over your heart and breathe into your truth. The truth shall set you free, they tell us. And so you greet your marvelous self, and today with deep respect. So say it aloud if you can. When you start dealing strictly in truth, you are free. It does not have to be harsh to correct someone when you're being truthful. But once you are truthful, you're free. The truth and freedom are twin flames. Where one is, the other must be. So today, the magnificent you is that you walk in truth and the truth sets you free, like they always say. You're not bound, you're not tied down when you speak the truth or when you are living your truth. I know it's easy for us to all say, oh yes, Tessa-Marie, I am speaking the truth. Are you living your truth? L-I-V-I-N-G. Are you living that? Are you really being you? That's the reason that sometimes we choke. Do you know they have a study that said when you never speak the truth, or you're always trying to live what is not really you, because you're shame or you're this, you have a lot of what they call them, I don't even know those words, hindrances towards the truth, towards being the real you. They say some people, it starts with a headache. And because it starts with a headache, it starts from the top of your head and it works your way through every organ in your body and back until you learn to be you in truth. You know, I release what binds me and embraces the truth that liberates me. When you're pretending to be something that you're not, you are binding, you're putting yourself in ropes and chains. because you're creating something that's not truly you. If you are a person that loves to give, and you are looking at others who do not like to give, and you, because they don't give, you're going to cut them off, you're not living your truth. You're causing their behavior to make you behave how you're not really or weren't born to be laid. You weren't born to behave that way. But you, because somebody is behaving that way towards you, you're going to give tit for tat. Is that living your truth? An eye for an eye is not the truth. It's not. You're becoming them. What you detest is what you're dragging into you. And you're letting what happens outside of you determine your new you. How are you feeling in that skin? Is it itchy? Is it crawling? Does it cause the hair on your head to stand up in little spikes all over the place? It's not your truth. And when you put somebody else's skin on you, it's like buying a pair of shoes that's way too small or too big, or wearing a dress that's constricting, or a shirt that is, and your belly saying, let me out, let me out. That is what happens when you're not speaking your truth. It goes in the girth, and it just sits there, and it wants to pop. You see the men coming at you sometimes, and their shirt is so tight, and you can, that's what it feels like. That doesn't mean they don't speak the truth, but that's what it feels like. And all you want to do is release it. When I was a young girl, I thought if you just poke it with a pin, the hair would go out. That's how I saw it. I release what binds me and embrace the truth that liberates me. Truth is not something you chase, it's something you allow. With my children growing up, one of the things I always said to them is this: do not tell me lies. Do not lie to me. I would prefer to know the truth. I cannot force you to do it differently than how you choose, but at least I know the truth. I might not like it, but at least I know it. And I don't lie to you. Please respect me like I respect you. Do not tell me lies. I do not deal in lies. And I always said that to them. I cannot stop you from running around. I cannot stop you from doing things that are illegal after a certain age. But at least I know. If I ask you, or you're supposed to tell me something, don't go around the mulberry bush and building up something that will come back to haunt you. Please don't do that. That's what lies does. So let's talk about truth. Truth is not owned by anyone. It's not yours, not mine. It simply is the truth. So truth isn't owned by anyone. It's not yours, it's not mine. It is itself. That teaches you a lesson. The moment we bind truth to ego, fear, or control, it ceases to be truth and becomes manipulation. Why lie? Why create a story to get your own way? You know, when you're thinking of creating a story to affect somebody else's life, you are giving that person room in your head, and you're not even getting paid for it. It's like they're living in your head rent-free. When you say to you, I'm going to say that to him or her, and they're going to not to do that, yeah, what about you? Think about your head, you the person, and think about what you're doing to you. Many people live in half-truths because full truth requires courage. It asks us to see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. So that's one thing we have to know. Real truth asks us to see it as it is, not as we wish them to be. When you are living in truth, you don't need permission to speak, act, or shine. You don't. You don't have to shout. You just have to say the truth. You can coat it in sugar. It doesn't matter, as long as you speak your truth. If you're going to lie, you're going to really have to coat it so that they can swallow it, or you yourself can swallow your lie. You're not looking for an applause. You're walking in alignment. When you speak the truth, you're you. You align with you. You're not looking for somebody to say, good job, here's your cookie. No, you're not a dog. You know, the moment you hide your truth to please others, you put yourself in emotional and spiritual bondage. Did you know that? Are you getting this? The moment you hide your truth to please others, you are putting yourself in emotional and spiritual bondage. You're not being yourself, but you're pretending to be something because you want to keep the herd happy. But your stripe is different. You love to speak the truth. You love to be you. You love to be free. You love to enjoy. You love to give. You love to share. And then all of a sudden, so you could belong to the tribe, you paint a picture of you that is uncomfortable. You put a mark of the tribe on you, and now your skin is itching. You're allergic to that tribe. But you want to belong. Yet, if you set on your path and you stay aligned with your truth, you will find your tribe. You will find the person that will say, no, this is wrong, and you know this is wrong, but you will find your tribe. So let's look at this through the 5 pillars. Your mind is a powerful filter. It must be clear to recognize the truth. Mental prosperity means being honest with your thoughts. Not every thought deserves belief. Ask yourself this. Is this thought freeing me or binding me? Think of it. You have a thought. We are supposed to have all these thoughts going through us, but is it freeing you or binding you? When you choose to think truthfully, you choose peace over illusion. You do. When you choose to think truthfully, you choose peace over illusion. Emotional prosperity. Truth brings emotional balance. Lies, even small ones, weigh heavy. When your emotions are grounded in truth, you respond with calm instead of reaction. Truth says, I am safe being real. Emotional prosperity comes when you stop pretending to be okay and start honoring what's truly in your heart. You're not okay with it. Why? Oh, well, peace, perfect peace. So I'm going to do this so this person doesn't fight with me, doesn't quarrel with me, doesn't get angry with me. Really? So you're going to swallow. So tell me, who has indigestion? You swallowed something you do not like. Is it causing your teeth decay? Did you notice your breath is not as fresh as it used to be because all of a sudden you chose to swallow what doesn't suit you for peace? You cannot stop an angry person who wants to fight and have no peace to be peaceful by joining them. Show them by being you. You know, you have to be okay to honoring yourself. What's truly in your heart has to come through. With your physical prosperity, Tessa-Marie, how truth can affect my physical prosperity, right? Your body knows when you're living a lie. It tightens, it aches, and it resists. So you mean my body speaks? Yes, our body speaks. I don't like what you're doing. You got a headache. Oh, what was it? Distress. But when you live in truth, your body breathes easier. Truth frees you from the tension of wearing a mask. Eat truthfully, move truthfully, and rest truthfully. You're tired, you want to sleep early, do that. You don't like to do this, say no. I would prefer not to. Why can't you do it yourself? I'm not doing it any longer. Oh, I have my dear friend. Her neighbor goes away and leaves her with a job to water 120 plants. I don't think it's that many, I just made that number up. But the thing is, the plants are on several floors of the house. She does it dutifully. They come back 3 weeks later and they're yet to say thank you. The thing is, they've asked before. Will they continue to ask? And will she continue to say yes? although she's unhappy doing it. That is not living your truth. That is accommodating them because they ask. But if they cannot turn back and just say, thank you so much, then sometimes you have to say, sorry, I am not doing this anymore. I would prefer not to do that. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. That's a powerful one. And that's it. You can't force you, but you'll feel better. You might be uncomfortable for the first 10 minutes after you've done it, but you will grow into the truth. Truth and spirit. Let me see. Let's look at physical. I left something. The truth frees you from tension of wearing a mask. Eat truthfully and move truthfully and rest truthfully. Live in alignment with what your body truly needs, not what guilt or appearance demands. You get that? So you want to say you're a size 6 and really you're a size 8 shoe and you're squeezing your toe into it because you just want to have a smaller feet. Well, you should have bound them, tied them when you were born. Spiritual prosperity. Truth and spirit are inseparable. God, the divine, the universe, whatever name you use, cannot reside in deceit. Did you get that? God, the divine, the universe, whatever name you decide to use, does not live where it's deceitful. It doesn't live there. I don't care how much you pray. I don't know how many times you read your Bible. If you do not live in truth, they will not live with you. When you walk in truth, you walk with God, the universe, and the divine. When you lie to yourself or others, you dim that divine light within you. You're crowded. You're choking. Truth is your spiritual GPS. It guides you even in the dark. So that is something we have to understand. Financial prosperity is the other one. Even your finances requires the truth. Be honest about where your money goes. Do not hide it from your own self. What you value and how you manage abundance is important. The energy that is confined and bound is like this. In finance, looks like an avoidance, it's denial, and it leads to overspending. It wants to be free. Money has to circulate. I don't care how much you have, you cannot pack it with you on your way out of this world. So sit there in your 70s with your bag of money, look at your account and go, like Midas. Well, you know what happened to that man. So let me tell you, the truth needs freedom. Be honest about where your money goes, what you value, and how you manage your abundance. You have. Stop not giving. Donate, share, cook a meal, give another person a piece. A person come to their house, don't let them have to say to you, you can have some water. Offer them just water would be good enough. That you have water. So you're giving that. That's what you have. It's abundance. Share your abundance. Bound energy in finance looks like avoidance, denial, or overspending. Free energy in finance look like you're aware. Gratitude and intentional stewardship. Truth here brings stability. You have to have freedom of how you manage your money. You can harness it and then you can release it. But you do not have to just confine it to this thing. And when you think about your money, it makes you feel tight because you have a lot or you don't have enough. Get in the gap. The first thought, nobody sees my money. I keep my money to myself. I don't give a lot. Okay, fine. Be careful because the next step is the gap. What happens in the gap? That's where miracles of more money comes. The other step is what you do with it. So watch it. Here is our reflection on this. Pause and think. What truth have you been avoiding because it might cause discomfort, confrontation, or change? Sometimes you can walk away and come back to fight another day. So your truth in the moment is to recognize emotionally, I am not at the right space to have this conversation with this person. I need to go away from it. So, whereas there's another thing that said, do it now, bounce on them now, cut the head, take the tail, do. No. Your truth is telling you move, pull back. Do not let the other person's behavior cause you to be like them. Remember, what you avoid, you will bind you also. So if you avoid having a conversation because you do not want perfect peace, or you don't want the discomfort, or you don't want the confrontation or the change, you're also telling a lie. It's finding the balance, and that balance comes in the gap. It's the pause that causes the miracle to happen. What you face with truth will free you. What you avoid will bind you. Truth sometimes asks you to release people, jobs, habits, or even parts of yourself that no longer fit your growth. When you declutter your surrounding, rather than hide dresses or clothes that are 2 sizes too small at the back of the cupboard, why? Set it free and see the magic happens in your life. Truth asks you to release people and jobs and sometimes habits, or even, as I said, part of yourself. But with each release comes greater freedom. So look at your affirmation to repeat to yourself today. You can choose just one. I am safe in truth, number 1. 2, I live freely because I live honestly. 3, my truth aligns with divine wisdom. 4, I let go of all that binds me. It could be a human being that is binding you. Truth flows through me, setting me free. It is important to realize that. So if you have to journal, choose one of those 5. I let go of all that binds me. I'm just going to let it go. You know what you will have to say to replace that is, today is the best day of my life. And if you're doubting, you want to let go of things that binds you, look at yourself and say out loud, I am a privileged human being. People of privilege do not hold their truth in a pocket. They speak their truth. It does not have to be done in anger or harshness or high negative emotional or physical or mental or spiritual behavior. But it has to be done. So, what truth in my life is your journaling prompt? Have I been avoiding? That could take many pages to write that down. What truth in my life have I been avoiding, and what would freedom look like if I faced it? Wow, that's a good long sentence. In what areas of the 5 pillars of prosperity, emotional, physical, mental, spiritual, or financial, do I feel bound, B-O-U-N-D, or bind? What does living in truth mean to me today, in practical daily terms? Saying no because I want to say no. Saying yes, yes. Sometimes the fear is saying say no, but you want to say yes. So say yes and feel free. So look at your visualization. Let's close our eyes to visualize it. I can, but you can. Visualize a golden light entering the crown of your head. It is the light of truth. Do not pretend you're something else. The light of truth is saying. It moves through your mind, clearing old lies. It's moving the lies. It flows into your heart, releasing the fear that you're holding of doing, of facing something. It reaches your feet, grounding you in your authenticity. That's where it is with you. Now say, I walk in the light of truth. I am free and freedom is my natural state. No, you breathe deeply. You're free because truth lies in you. You're free because you know your truth. This truth will set you free. It's not a cliche, it's a fact. Thank you so much for coming. And if you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here, and you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day.